Hey guys, Brandon here with InfoGamer, and welcome back to Factorio MiniModded. I wanted to go ahead and get right into it today. So yesterday, basically, all we did was ramp up our copper production and iron plate production. Just show you that real quick. We just kind of put in some electric furnaces or electric mining drills here. These are our electric furnaces, which yes, are part of a mod pack. Make sure you check out the first episode to go over all the mods we're using. This just gives us the ability to basically use electric stone furnaces, steel furnaces right off the bat. Alright, so that being explained, oh, I'm sorry, basically just did the same thing down here. So not a whole lot different there. I know it's a pain to see, it's nighttime. I am looking into a couple of mods to try to make the game, not invisible at night. So today what I had planned was just to get our research base set up, make sure our power demand is, let's start right there because we're not going to be able to get much research done without that. I kind of had a sneaking suspicion something like that was going to happen. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is just go ahead and make a bunch of steam engines here, which will fix the problem we're having with, not having any power. Oh, I'm going the wrong way entirely. So another issue we ran into in the last episode was this map doesn't really have a whole lot of resources in the immediate area. I know with the 1.6 update they did change the way the maps are generated, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it does add a little bit more of a challenge to the game because in the past you would this would all just be littered with stone and iron and everything else. So it's kind of cool that they changed that up a little bit, because it honestly was a little overpowered, I guess you could say. I am going to go ahead and throw in another research box here, or I'm sorry, laboratory. Not completely awake yet today, guys. Please excuse me. Just so we can kind of speed this up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to get a bunch of these made so we can just have at it. And I also think I'm going to go ahead and do this as well. I don't know why I keep going to go up that way. You know what it is? I played a save right before I started playing today, and my power production was to the north. So I'm gonna just put myself in timeout for that one later. Okay, so we have plenty of room to mess around with this down here. Let's get some of these guys in here. Whoa, alright, autosave. It's not like I was doing anything important. Alright, that should be good for now. And then we're just going to need a ton of steam engines. Probably didn't want water to turn it into steam because everybody's needy. There, now you can stop complaining. Done. So now we have power production. Now that's not, oh, that's the squeak through I was telling you about earlier, where you can kind of run between that. It's a nice time saver. Anyways, like I was saying, that power is not going to last us very long, especially if we're going to get a fully automated research base. We do need electronics for it though as soon as possible, so let's go ahead and get that laid down. Did I do that too close? I probably did. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Excuse me. So the gold is mostly done, but not completely. Alright, 5 minutes and we haven't gotten nearly as much done as I want to. Let's go ahead and grab some more of this iron. I think the worst part of the cold is when you have it, you think it's just the worst possible thing in the world at that moment, and then you're just not even prepared for the congestion and everything that comes after the cold. But, you know, the lives we live. Right, and we're just going to need 2 of these guys. And you. Yeah, that's going to bother me till no end, so let's, yeah, there we go. Did I break it? I broke it. Yeah, that was okay. Just trying to make everything neat and organized. And I broke it anyways. There we go. That is much better. Alright, so we have electronics finished. Now we just need automation 2, and we will be able to completely automate our green and red research production. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead. We have more than enough power. So we're going to start laying the groundwork for this. Now this research base, the hardest part about it really is just getting the hold on, 1 second. I'm telling you all about the hardest part here. Oops, I did that one already. I might actually just go ahead and get a belt factory set up. No, you know, that's just a little too time consuming for the moment. So let's hold off on that for now. See if I actually remember how to do this. There you go, doing nothing. Okay, so now this is going to be an issue. Alright, this was the tricky part that I remember. You have to get the iron to come run up along here, and it'll all make sense in just a second. But now I have the copper running up the wrong side. Nope, that's right. Alright, so yes, this is going to just be gears, and it's going to feed off of this belt and out onto this belt, and yeah, that. Alright, so I was completely overthinking this. So this is going to be our main input for our factory here. Right, and we're actually going to go ahead and get right on the red research, which we can do right away. We don't even have to wait for automation 2, since it will all just be these very, very simple assembling machines. We have enough long inserters for the time being. We will need to and when you see it, it's incredibly simple. You really don't even need a blueprint. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. This is going to be that. Need one more. This is going to be red. This is going to be red. And we're just going to wait. While we're waiting for that one to run, we'll go ahead and get some power over here. We need more power. Alright, so that's about as many as that's going to handle. You really can get more, but we're going to have other machines over here. So, real quick, in case anybody hasn't seen this before, this will give you an idea of just how long that 0.5 is. Obviously, a half a second. So it gives you an idea of your ratios. So for example, the gears, they're going to take 2 iron plates, half a second, so you're going to produce 4 gear wheels. Every second it produces 2 at a time. And it's going to consume 4 gear wheels, or I'm sorry, 4 iron plates. And so for a recipe like these, oops, there. Okay, these take 5 seconds, and they consume 1 iron gear wheel and 1 copper plate. So you can kind of put everything together on a. It would take 10 assembling machines doing gear wheels to satiate. I'm sorry, 10 assembling machines making the red research to satiate 1 for the gear wheels. Alright, so this is what our red research line is going to look like here. I know it's a little messy to put it nicely. Iron, of course. Okay, and this is literally just going to become a chest for iron, because I'm sick of waiting. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Now the question is, where exactly do I want to put the labs? Do I want to put them out this way, because this is going to feed out this way, and there's going to be green research coming from up here and feeding out this way? Where do I want those labs to be? Do I want them down here, straight across, or do I want them tucked up in here? I think I'm going to go with straight across here, because this isn't permanent. This isn't going to stay here. Once we get a full-on iron processing, and there's a rail system bussing in iron from all over the map, same for copper, then this obviously is going to no longer be there. That's no longer going to be there, and then same for coal. Hopefully we're onto a bigger bit and better power source by the time that comes in, but we'll see. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Okay. Oh, sweet, I did do lights. Alright, I am the man. Okay, now we just have to be careful not to block anything off, because we are going to need. Alright, I'm just going to need fast inserters. To need more of you. Okay, and we are stepping up our production game here big time. Nice, so yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. We can go ahead and kind of cut down there. All about efficiency. Not really. I'm gonna say I am. Alright, this might have to get pushed back a little bit just because, yeah, we're gonna need to curve that up a little bit closer. That's fine. That's fine. There. Alright, now we're fit. It'll all fit together. Let's just go ahead and cannibalize all of this. What did I say I was going to put there? Chest, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and put chest right there. Whoa, that is another new feature. Like I said, I haven't played since 1.6 came out, and a lot of this is all brand new to me. You know what, I'm going to move this out here. I was going to put it right up in this corner, but something's telling me that's going to be a bad idea. I'm going to work my way in. So let's go ahead and put that there. Put that there. And we have the power. And that'll feed back through. Alright. So now we are cooking with fire. Are going to need some more labs though coming up shortly. Let's go ahead and get those done. And automation 2 is done, so now we can go ahead and get onto our green research production. Yes, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say it the whole time. And which one do we want? I really want these large area mining drills. They are so handy, and especially for clearing out some of these smaller deposits we're going to need here shortly. Alright, so we are going to need a ton of these. Alright. Only one of those. A ton more of those. Okay, so now basically what we're going to do here, still have about 12 minutes left, so that should be plenty of time to get this done. We have to set up a assembly line that can handle all of those. So transport belts and inserters, obviously it's a little bit more complicated than just a simple gear wheel and then bussing in some iron plates, or copper plates rather. Let's see, for this we're going to need an iron plate, obviously, an iron gear wheel, which we already have set up down there, and electric circuits. So there's a whole step of process here. Alright, cool. So we have raw material there. We are going to need copper cables. Alright, so this is the idea I have here. That's going to be our copper cable. That's going to be our circuit board. And then I have to wait for this because that's going to be our... Oops, that's not going to work. Just going to put a placeholder there so I know where it's at. Alright, so this is just going to have to come up a little bit further. as soon as we're ready here. Okay, now first things first, I am going to get a simple belt machine made up here because this is driving me absolutely mental. Oh, that's not. Yeah, good. Okay, so the outputs on that is going to look a little bit weird, but it'll work, trust me. Okay, let's go ahead and put that there. Let's put that right there. That'll work. Okay, and just a chest to collect these. It's going to be that. That's going to be gear wheels. And yeah, let's go ahead and use up some of these regular inserters. We are going to need more. That was a bad idea because that's where our... Yeah, we haven't even started on the... Oh yeah, this is not going to be enough. Not going to be enough at all, my friends. Whoops, sorry. That would be my alarm. Oh, we need more iron. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we need more iron? That's all we ever need lately. That'll help at least. There's our crate. That can go here. Oh, no, it can't. Go here. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and be proactive about this now. Make a little bit of room for ourselves. Not a whole lot, but it'll at least give us some room for expansion. If needed. Go. And for those of you yelling in the comments that the ratios are all wrong, I know, it's not the end of the world. You can get actually 2 of these belt makers running off of one of these machines here because of the ratios I was explaining earlier. So just to illustrate exactly what I'm talking about here, this makes, actually no, the ratio is right where it needs to be. So, oh, that's right, because this makes 2 at a time. I remember now. Alright, so that's going to make life a little bit easier. Automate some of the more menial tasks that we need done. We're pretty good. Production's a little backed up over here because we need more labs. That bugger's in the way. That'll be fun there. This needs to go. Just get moved over slightly. That'll be in the way here. No. Okay, perfect. Oh, no. Alright, and we are going to need 3 more of those. So let's go ahead and get ready to start set this up. So the output here is going to look really weird because this is going to be our, our inserter. So that's going to feed iron, that's going to need gear wheels. This is going to be a gear wheel factory. Okay, this is going to be the electronic circuit, and then this is going to be our copper cable. Alright, simple enough. Let's put this over here. Yeah, this way I don't have to keep looking for you. I don't need that there. Alright, that'll be fine. Alright, so now basically all we're going to do is just line these up here. You know what? No. Something's wrong. I don't like it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It is all right. Okay, now there is a reason the outputs look that way. Just trust me on that. Alright, and we got about 5 minutes left, so we finish this one just in time. Okay, that's perfect. Doesn't quite line up right, but yeah, it's gonna drive me up a wall. So it's the little things in life. The little things in life for sure. There we go. That's so much better. Lines up there, lines up there. This one's never gonna line up quite right. I will lose sleep over that later on. So let's go ahead and get our. We're gonna need power on in here, but more importantly, we are going to need. Why are you over there? We are also going to need inserters. Now that's going to go into there, that's going to go into there, and that is also going to go into there. We are going to need a long reach inserter to give us our copper. Now this one is also going to need iron. You're going to need iron. And you're going to need iron. You're definitely going to need iron. Okay, that looks it. And, more iron. Woohoo, that was a lot. Finish this up now, guys. Please. That would be fantastic. Alright, that's gonna be one here. Yeah, we're gonna need more of those. Let's just double that up just to be safe. Now, the only thing that's really holding everything together here is the fact that. Oh, wait. That I didn't catch that earlier. That's better. So the only thing that's really holding everything together here and preventing us from running out of iron entirely is the fact that we have this here. It's just completely backed up. So obviously once we get this running and, you know, things start going a little bit heavier, we are going to be in need of iron again. So I think that's what the next episode will be. We'll be just expanding our iron production. Getting this is all going to be finished up in about the next 2 minutes. Alright, just finishing that up there. So let's actually make sure this thing works. Let's get some power poles here. We're going to run out of power before we even get close to finishing this, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright, it's working on the power poles now, guys. There we go, not that. Something. No, I missed one. Sorry, buddy. You did have a purpose after all. You need to make this. Ah, it's better. Yeah, we need medium electric poles. I hate having to use these tiny little buggers that don't really do much at all. Let's get some lights in here so we can see everything working in its mechanical beauty. Oh, would you look at that? It works. It actually works. And you are going to be our... Alright guys, and that is pretty much time on the money. So again, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Anything that I can do better, please let me know. Again, I am new with this, so always looking for suggestions and tips. Still looking for another series to run alongside this one, so definitely let me know in the comments, so I can go ahead and get that downloaded. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.